Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon everyone. Today I want to review a journal about the influence of CLL on EFL learners' speaking skill. Well, without wasting the time, let me begin. Abstract. Teaching English can be done through several techniques, one of which is CLL community language learning. In this technique, students are treated as clients who can express their problem to the counselor as well as in a community. In addition, the teacher acts as a translator to help students express themselves using English. This means that learners have sufficient opportunity to speak without worrying about her imitation in using English. The results show that CLR helps students to express ideas systematically. The ideas are well organized, understandable, and standard. Introduction. Foreign language learning is starting to be seen not only as properly predictable development process but also as the creation of meaning through interactive negotiation among learners. This means that communicative competence is an aspect of our competence that allow us to convey and interpret message and negotiate interpersonal meaning in certain contexts. English, sometimes a bit hesitant when it comes to speak English with others. Second, some students sometimes don't have enough courage to speak in front of people, even in their own language. The last reason is a common situation that occurs in general speaking classes. 1. Community Language Learning (CLL). Community language learning was first developed by Charles Curran and his colleagues. Curran stated that community language learning is one type of method in language learning where the learner becomes a member of community. The existence of fellow student and teacher to learn through interaction with community members. Learning is not seen as individual achievement but as something that is achieved collaboratively. 2. Nature speaking. Speaking is a language skill that must be developed a child life, which is preceded by listening skill. The process of speaking skill will start from the listening process. Improving listening skill is very beneficial for speaking English. The ability to speak is related to communicative competence. It means that communicative competence is aspect of our competence that allow us to convey and interpret message and negotiate interpersonal meaning in certain contexts. 3. Teaching speaking by using community language learning. In this study, the teaching procedure referred to lesson experiment as follows: 1. Cassette, 2. Transcription, 3. Reflection and observation, 4. Reflective listening, 5. Self-correction, and 6. Small group assignment. And then method. This research is quasi-experimental research. This design is similar to the pre-test and post-test group design, where the experimental group is not randomly selected. The following are the details of research procedure. 1. Pre-test. Before the treatment was given to student, a pre-test was given to determine the student's speaking ability and was also used to determine the initial ability of the class. 2. Treatment CLL is used during the teaching and learning process in medicine. The aim is to find out effectiveness of CLL in teaching speaking. And last, post-test. Post-test was conducted after the measurement to determine the student's speaking ability after being given measurement using CLL. Finding and discussion. After CLL is applied in teaching speaking, student speaking skill improve. This can be seen from the result of the pre-test to the post-test. The point in table 1 can be explained as follows. The use CLL has a good influence on student speaking skill. The student got some improvement in their speaking. Conclusion. Based on the result of research and discussion, the researchers found that students who were treated with the CLL method were more active in class, especially in speaking activity compared to teaching before using CLL in class. The researcher found the students were more active in class and interact with their classmates. They are more confident to speak without worrying about their limitation. In addition, students actively interact with research during class. Furthermore, during the post-test, they dared to speak in answering the question even though there were still errors, but fewer than during the pre-test. This means that the method is effective to encourage students to be involved learning. I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.